Well, it was a campaign centered around slashing taxes, cutting waste, and looking out for what he called the little guy. And it worked like a charm for the new Premier-elect Doug Ford, who romped to victory in yesterday's election.
And we will make Ontario once again the engine of Canada.
Ford hammered away at Liberal scandals on the campaign trail. He promised to cut hydro bills, lower taxes, and get the price of gas down, and even pledging to bring back Buck-a-beer suds. Seemed to hit a nerve, too, boosting the PCs from 27 to 76 seats at Queen's Park, an increase of 49. The biggest gains happening right here in the GTA. The PCs dominating Toronto suburbs and the 905 as well. They had solid showings in places like Etobicoke, Scarborough, and Willowdale, parts of the city where voters had backed Liberals in the past. Even the NDP grabbing seats here in Toronto from the Liberals. Prominent ridings like Davenport and St. Paul's. NDP boss Andrea Horwath ecstatic.
We have won more seats than we have held in a generation.
The NDP capturing key parts of the 905, including Brampton and Oshawa. They also grabbed seats in Brampton North, Brampton East, and Brampton Centre. A lot of high-profile Liberals also going down to defeat former Attorney General Yasser Naqvi in Ottawa, longtime Finance Minister Charles Sousa in Mississauga, and other cabinet ministers ousted, including Glenn Thibeault, Stephen Del Duca, Kevin Flynn, Eleanor McMahon, and Chris Ballard. Now, Kathleen Wynne, while she won her riding, is out as party leader.
I have spoken to the party president and asked him to start the process of choosing an interim leader. And it is the right thing to do. There is another generation, and I am passing the torch to that generation.
Now, Wynne had admitted last weekend that her party was not going to win. Just a lot of baggage there. The Liberals had been involved in a number of scandals in their 15 years in power. The public angered about things like rising hydro bills, and Wynne just couldn't seem to shake the fallout from the billion-dollar-plus price tag of the cancelled gas plants. Meanwhile, the Green Party making history in this election, with leader Mike Schreiner capturing their first-ever seat in Ontario.
Thank you, Guelph. Thank you for making history.
Schreiner promised his supporters he would be working to protect and expand the environmentally and agriculturally sensitive green belt surrounding Toronto. He won the riding by almost 15,000 votes over the PC candidate, while the Liberals trailed the field. All right, so that is what happened late last night. This morning, Ontario waking up to a new premier. And our Tammy Sutherland live right now at Union Station, which is a great cross-section of people coming from the GTA, gauging some reaction this morning. And what are you hearing, Tammy?
That's right. Union Station, of course, is a place that people of all political stripes pass through every day. So the opinions are really ranging here. I spoke to one woman from Markham who says that people out in that section of York region, they really did lean towards the PCs. But another commuter who we spoke to, Mary, she says that she's not convinced at this point that the new premier-elect will be able to come through on all his promises.
Well, he made a lot of promises. It would be very interesting to see how he's going to deliver on that. He wasn't very clear. So I think he may be having to reconsider how he's going to bring that about. He's got to put in a good cabinet. He's got some very experienced people. It'll be interesting to see if they can deliver.
So really, it's just a matter of watching and waiting to see what Premier Doug Ford will be able to do for the province. We'll also be getting reaction from here outside of Union Station regarding Kathleen Wynne, who was able to get back her seat at Queen's Park, but now has given up the leadership of the Liberal Party. So we'll bring that to you coming up a little later in the show. Mel, I'll send it back to you.
All right.